doesn't become reality through magic.
A dream doesn't become reality through magic.
It takes sweat.
It takes sweat,
Determination.
determination,
And hard work.
and hard work.
Who wants to do the last one?
I do it.
Go for it.
Yeah, by it.
A dream doesn't become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination.
A dream doesn't become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work.
Take a seat, guys. Good job. Good job.
Whatever's. Alright, I'm so excited for today.
To the root of your sit bones, feeling the length of your spine, your chin slightly in. And then
So give me some feedback. When you did the meditation, how did that feel? Was it a positive thing? Was it kind of awkward? How did it feel for you? Anybody shout out?
Relaxed.
Relaxed? How did you feel relaxed? What was that feeling relaxation like? Was it like, did you feel your body tingle? Did you feel your breathing? Yeah, that's good. Peaceful. Yeah, it was nice to have that moment of silence. Gods and Monsters is our title. There you go. Good. The brothers, right? Treebeard? Who says Treebeard?
I say Paul Bunyan.
You say Paul Bunyan. Yggdrasil. Who says Yggdrasil? Okay. I'm going to say Yggdrasil. The Tree of Life in Norse mythology. Okay, I'll do another one, and then I'm going to have you open it up for yourself. Okay, so this one, Hydra. Mount Cerberus?
No, Cerberus is a dog.
Cerberus is a three-headed dog.
Cthulhu is like a small
And
thing.
Cthulhu is that
Yes, he is.
spaghetti monster.
You're right, he is. It's the Hydra. Hydra is a nine-headed serpent creature in Greek mythology which regrew 2 heads for each one lost. So like,
Oh, 10 of those powerful gods. Zeus right there.
So when we're done, do we just close the tab?
yeah, you can close the tab.
Are there some hands that repeat?
No. Okay, so I'm gonna start this video.
Hey, YouTube, Jim here.
So just to kind of restate what we're doing for this project. So it's called Gods and Monsters, and I want us to pick one culture's mythology, and I want us to, and I'm going to give you the list in a second, but I want you to choose one god, goddess from that mythology, and then one mythical creature or monster from that mythology. So we kind of went over some of these mythical creatures. Now this is going to be an oversight of 10 of the most powerful gods of all types of mythology, from Egyptian to Aztec, kind of spanning and give you an oversight of them. So please enjoy, and maybe this will inspire you to pick one of those mythologies.
Number 9, Heru. While the title of supreme deity.
So you can choose from Greek mythology, African mythology, Mayan, Norse, so we just saw Odin, Thor, Hindu, which is really vast and kind of amazing, Hindu mythology, Egyptian mythology, so Ra, we just saw, Isis, oh yeah. I'm good. That's terrific. That's really good. That could be your monster, yeah. I like that.
I would pick Aztec too.
Yes. Yeah. So what are you thinking? All right. So this is the project. So let me preface this first. We don't have a lot of time left in this class. We have today, we have Thursday, and we have next Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know which day. So that's like 2 classes after today. Well, yeah, but I don't want you to have to do homework. That's going to be ridiculous. So as far as what you can accomplish, I want you to make it something not so difficult, but not so easy where it's like, why even do this, right? So here's what we're going to do. I think this will be the easiest, most beneficial option for you guys to create this project. So So we chose one culture's mythology to investigate. We already did that. Check. All right. 2, research the origin and creation story of that culture's mythology. So I want you to find resources, and I'm going to say only 2 resources that you're going to have to collect. And this can be online resources, it can be video resources, something in which you're gathering this information from. It could be Wikipedia, but I'd rather you go somewhere else and find something else. But at this point, whatever information you can find, that's great. And I'm going to show you exactly how I want you to cite those informations. Okay, so then 3, choose a god or goddess and 1 monster to research from that mythology. So if I was doing Greek mythology, I would probably pick maybe like Hermes, like he's the god of like he's the messenger god.
Yeah.
And then also I would probably pick the monster. I'd pick like the Minotaur. So I would, for my project, I would give a synopsis on Greek mythology, what it like the story of how it was created. So I'd probably talk about Mount Olympus. Then I would talk about Hermes, what he did. He like delivered he was incorporated with Pandora's box, and he was this messenger guy. Then I would talk about the Minotaur story, about the labyrinth, and how the Minotaur was defeated. So you're going to summarize the story, like I just said, list 5 facts about each of the figures, and then you're going to illustrate, or you can just collect images on that figure. So here's the 3 types of projects. You can create a poster similar to something that you see on the wall, like the Heroines of Herstory project. So you can pick, you can draw those figures, you can print out those photos. This is individual. You can create Adobe Spark like we did last time, or you can just create a Google slide, just like what I did right here, where you're just collecting photos, facts, and that way you have something that gives you an idea of who these people are, these figures are. Any questions about what we're going to do? Yes?
As far as a monster goes, could it be like some gods or something really crazy?
Maybe, yeah. We could talk about it. Maybe we can see what you're doing, but I'm open to that idea. Anybody else have any questions about what to do? No? Okay. So, I want to give you a brief instruction on how to cite just one more time. That way you know exactly what the expectations are with citing. So, let me see here. So, this is the resources that I've collected in making this slideshow. So, I collected this resource, one of the videos that I showed, the main mythological creatures. So, how I did this was, and I want you to follow along. So, I want you to open a tab called Citation Machine. So, CITATION machine. Give me a thumbs up once you're there. Gary's there. Good. Okay, so citationmachine.net. So, when I was a student your age, these were so confusing to me. I had no idea what the heck I was supposed to do. This site right here makes it so incredibly easy where you don't even have to worry about how to cite your material. And the only reason, the purpose of why we want to cite our material is so you can literally quote something from somebody else, put their name at the end of it, and that just states that, okay, this is not my information, I pulled it from somebody else. Does that make any sense? Or you can even cite something where you summarize what they're saying in your own words. That way, it just gives the reader an idea like, okay, you're not just stealing these words from somebody else, you're actually, using these words to, in your own words, right? So I'm going to go to APA. What is Miss Martinez using? MLA? She's using APA as well? MLA, okay, well I'm going to use APA, it's very similar. So go to APA. Okay, this mouse is not working. Okay, so for example, I'm going to go to, let's use this video for example. So I'm just going to highlight this link and just watch for now, then I'll have you do it on your own. So I'm highlighting that link from YouTube, right? I'm going to go to which one? Book, magazine, Newspaper, website, journal, film, or other. Which one do you think?
Website.
Website. So it could be website, but the better choice for a video would be film. So any other article, I don't know, Wikipedia, that would be a website, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna go to film. So literally all I have to do is I have to plug this in, and it's gonna generate for me. So at the end of this is a quote that I took. I didn't write any of this. I just literally copied and pasted it. So the way that that's gonna fly is if I cite where I got this from. Otherwise, that's plagiarism. But just because I have Mark 2009, I'm good. I don't have to worry about it. So let me show you again how I made the bibliography, the resource of this. So you put Mark 2009 because that's the author and that's the year he wrote this article. So let me go back one more time and show you what that looks like. And there it is down here. It's kind of hard to see. I don't know how to get this far. But yeah, Mark, there we go.
Wait, I don't understand. We need that for order.
So it's just a way to organize it. So
The name of the week or the name of
the name of the author. So if there is no author, then that will go at the top. So Mark goes before. There is no author for this one, so I go by title.
Okay.
So
I get
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool, guys. So we have an hour left of class. I want you to start by picking either that. Let me go back to that page. You're either going to do that Adobe Spark. Oh, that's not on here again. Let me go back. The Adobe Spark, the poster, or the Google Slideshow. Yes. Yes, we can. So does anybody need any more direction, or are you good to go?
Where's the
I will. Yes.
yeah, where's that gonna be at?
I'm gonna post that right now again. So let me actually post this to Google Classrooms for you, okay?
Oh.
Absolutely. So let me post on Google Classrooms the project.
There's plenty. They're all the same too. Yeah, yeah.
Please listen up for a second. So this is going to be graded on a 1 to 4 platform. So a 4 would be the highest, a 1 would be the lowest. So I'm going to have that rubric up here in a few seconds. I already started it. And you're going to really base your grade off of that rubric. But you have to hit these points in order to get a 4. All right? I'll explain the rubric a little bit in more depth once I have it up. So please carry on, and I'm going to walk around and help guide. So you didn't get to choose one from that list?
Go ahead, sure.
You sign out first. So it's 11:01 right now.
Oh, it was the goddess, word of God and justice. You would put it right here as a video,
You can put it in there, yeah.
and then like expand in my own words in the next slide.
I love that. That's a good. So history.com stuff. Okay. Excellent. So the next one that you put down, if it's like an A,
Number 10, Tonatiuh. Aztecs worshipped Tonatiuh as the sun god and the symbol of the fifth era, or that of man. Prior to Tonatiuh, 4 agents, or sun
dream doesn't become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work.
Awesome. Good work today, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you
that's
so
only
much.
because people don't believe in magic.
I saw you guys did great. Every single one of you. All right. Have a good one. Have a good one, Albert. Adams, thank you. Today's lesson because we have a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah.
So we have this. This is for to appreciate the staff members on this site. So that's your cadre. That's your paraeducators. That's the admin. This is not necessarily for teachers, but for the staff, like Ms. McDonald over here.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mr. Bedosa over here.
This was staff, I guess, right?
This is me in the bag.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got you up for glory.
Okay, silence. Thank you. So today is my last day with you. Yes. We're gonna finish our projects. I'm pretty sure you're almost all finished. I would love for you to share if you would like. I'm not gonna make it. It's not something that you have to do. It's something that I think it'd be beneficial for everybody to see and learn about the research that you collected.
Wait, it takes off. It goes off. There. We're gonna take the shape of a female So that's cool. Just like
Ooh.
Chaos or chaos, the original creator, made everything. The giants, the world, the universe itself. He created Gaia, Uranus, and Taurus, his children. The main children of Gaia and Uranus were that were the most important, were Rhea and Cronus. The gods were birthed from Rhea and Cronus. The prophecy was read by one of the other giants that one day the children of Cronus would overpower him. Cronus ate all his children, and Rhea birthed one more, Zeus, who she kept in hiding. Rhea tricked Cronus into eating a rock, thinking it was a young god, but secretly Zeus was trained by Rhea to overthrow Cronus. Zeus ended up making Cronus throw up his brothers and sisters, killed himself in Tartarus. Zeus coming to power. Zeus got his power purely by chance. It was more like
Everybody watch this one. This one's really good.
Alright.
Mr. Whitten.
Hold on, he's looking at mine.
He's ready.
Hey man. Yeah. Whose mother freaking father made this?
So Norse gods. So Cadet Block decided to do an Adobe page or Spark page. So it's kind of like a website. So here we go. I think we.
But don't tell her I said that.
So he chose to do Norse mythos. He chose 2 gods and 2 creatures. You went above and beyond, which is great. So you have Tyr on the left, right here, yeah. And then his wife, Freya.
Not his wife.
Not his wife?
No, just a goddess.
His goddess, okay. And then we have Fenrir, the wolf. Fenrir, and then what is this?
Jormungand.
Jormungand. Wow, really cool photo.
Compromise yourself.
You are all you've got.
You are all you've got.
Don't compromise yourself. You are all you've got.
Don't compromise yourself. You're all you've got.
Line up, guys.
The two dogs heard the rack of my shotgun. They both stopped, looked over at me, and ran away on their back legs, and let out a horrifying screech. Immediately, I froze. I was laying in bed at night, and I awoke to hear my child crying. And so I ran to his room to see a tall, dog-looking figure standing, holding my child, and runs through the window. I was horrified at what I just witnessed.